God, he saw the best of me. Bishop Joseph Walker, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. How are you, sir?
Man, I'm blessed this morning, man. Happy to have you. Thank you so much for coming on. I know it's early, and I know you got a good word for us. He saw the best in me.
Listen, he sure did. And you know the beautiful thing about God, man, it doesn't matter what mistake you made. God can still use you. And maybe you're listening this morning and you're feeling a little guilty because you don't really realize the love of God. Do you know you cannot out-sin grace? God's love is so amazing that he sees our potentiality when other people see our actuality. God says, I'm still working on your story. Your story is still being written. So don't let yourself lay in guilt and shame because of the mistakes you've made or because you feel like you're not there yet. God has never used anybody that's perfect. Do you know that? God uses people who are imperfect to do amazing things. And God sees all these amazing things in us. Ricky, one day, man, I was putting out the water bottle. I was getting ready to drink this water to work out, man. And, you know, sometimes, man, I just get sermons out of everything. And it was like the water bottle started talking to me and said, look, before you open me up and before you use me, I want to tell you my story. I said, well, talk to me. The water bottle said, you know, one day I was thrown away and I was in a big old heap pile. But then somebody came by and saw me and they picked me up and they cleaned me up. Then they filled me up. And then they set me up on this shelf so I can pour out to you today. I said, what you say, water bottle? And the water bottle said, yeah, you know how that happened? Because I'm a recyclable product. And I'm telling somebody this morning, even though you may have been thrown away, people wrote you off, God can pick you up, and God can clean you up, and God will fill you up. And then God's going to set you up in greatness, and you're going to pour out and bless somebody. Your testimony is going to be how God brought you out. So hold your head up and know God can still use you in spite of you. Your story is still being written.
Yes, sir. I'm talking about have you sitting on a shelf with Fiji on your chest.
Won't he do it?
Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church in Nashville, Tennessee, the one and only Bishop Joseph Walker. Let everybody know how they can find you.
Hey, I want you to find me on Instagram. I'll tell you two things. Find me on Instagram at Joseph Walker 3. I want you to subscribe to my free podcast it's called Next Level Leader. It's Next Level Leader, Dr. Joseph Walker. But hit me up on IG. That's Joseph Walker 3. And let me know you heard me on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
There you go, man. Hey, love you, man.
Love you too, man.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 10 after the hour, y'all. Front page news is being brought to you by Indeed. That's right, Indeed helps you hire great people fast. Indeed delivers 4 times more hires than all other job sites combined, according to Talent Nest. Visit Indeed.com/credit. Eva, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and a happy Tuesday. I'm your girl, Eva Marcel, here with a quick look at your front page news. Hurricane Nicholas came and hit the Texas coast a few hours ago as a Category 1 hurricane with winds over 70 miles per hour. Now a tropical storm, parts of Texas could get up to 20 inches of rain over the next few days. Southern Louisiana and Mississippi are also expected to get heavy rains and a possible tornado. Meanwhile, today is the recall election for California Governor Gavin Newsom. His biggest challenger is Republican conservative radio host Larry Elder. Now, in other news, in a scientific journal article, 2 FDA experts are saying that the average person who has been vaccinated against COVID-19 does not yet need a booster shot. And last but not least, here's another one. Apple is launching yet another iPhone. That's iPhone 13 today, along with new emergency software updates for all iPhone users. All right, that was a quick look at your front page news. For more, log on to the RickeySmileyMorningshow.com. Brock T, the sports genius. What's going down in sports?
Man, how about them Las Vegas Raiders last night, man, pulling the overtime victory over the Raven Nation. They opened up in the new stadium out there in Vegas in the desert. Lamar Jackson looked great as always, but he had that fumble at the end of the game, and the Raiders took advantage of it, man. This doggone season gonna be amazing. I can't wait. Let's keep it going. We all have battles on the field. We all got the battles on the courts in sports between teams. But these crazy fans are getting into it now. Several Los Angeles Rams and Chicago Bears fans was caught throwing bowls Sunday night. I don't know if you guys saw this doggone video.
No.
We got to get it posted on RickySmileyMorningShow.com, man. They throwing some haymakers. Starting off in the stands, arguing, fighting with each other. Then they lead off into as the game is over. Matter of fact, the Washington football team versus the LA Chargers game, the Washington fans was fighting each other.
Wow.
It's crazy, man. But
offensive fans versus defensive fans.
Man, you know how it is. We need to be doing this. No, we shouldn't. We should be doing this. Man, you don't know what you're talking about. Man, I'm a biggest fan. I'm a bigger fan. And next thing you know, they start throwing blows with each other, man. Last but not least, former NBA star Cedric Sabala's update on him. Good news is he's COVID-free. Bad news is he's still having trouble breathing. And he's still in ICU, so y'all keep Cedric Sabala's in prayer. That's all I got right now. Gary with the T. What's up, pimpin'?
All right, y'all. Travis Scott and his beautiful girlfriend, Miss Kylie Jenner, y'all, they are speaking out regarding their parenting style with their beautiful daughter, little Miss Stormy. Now, it's being reported that Travis said that they are empowering their 3-year-old daughter, Stormy, to make her own smart decisions. Now, in a new CR Men cover story, the guy, Mr. Travis, said that he's telling the outlet, y'all, that Kylie Jenner and his parenting style with their daughter is just a great way. He said they are currently, y'all, expecting their second baby together, and they're going to have a natural, did you hear what I said? A natural approach. Now, he said so far Stormy is so fire because she goes to sleep now. He said we try to do a more natural vibe with parenting, like more self-discipline. Like, okay, you know you got to go to sleep at 9 o'clock, and
right.
You're going to stay up until 11. Or are you going to go to sleep now? He said, and it's so cool to hear her say, I'm going to go to sleep now, y'all. And he also opened up, y'all, about his new album titled Utopia. Now, he said, this is Utopia. He said, medicine, nursing, being a better person. He said, talking, language, communication. He said, you know, a utopian state. He said, that's what my album is about, he says. He said, now, you think utopia is a society where everything is good, health, buildings, architect. He said, nah, it's just about proper lines of communication. He said, because that's the dystopian stuff we're in right now. He said, it's all hate, and all of that is drawn from what? He said, miscommunication, non-communication, non-understandable communication, ignorance to communication. Unquote. So he's speaking out about all this wonderful stuff, and honey, him and Miss Kylie doing it. You know, it's interesting that this guy's from Houston, Texas, and he's that brilliant and making so much money. I guess Houston is producing a lot of good people with, I mean, Beyonce, Meg Thee Stallion. There's so many people coming from Houston and making a lot of money. So they all need to write a book and let us know in the world that how it could be done. Because I don't know yet. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is mushroom tea. On the high end, you say mushroom tea, and on the low end, you say beautiful blackish gray. That's your color for today. Brad, what you got coming up in the hot spot?
Coming up next in the hot spot, a dancer testifies on what she saw R. Kelly doing, and I'm going to tell you all about it up next. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot
and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, it's the bottom of the hour. Time for the hot spot. What up, Brad?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Oh, man, the former R. Kelly background dancer has testified that she saw the singer perform oral sex on Aaliyah when she was underage. The 10th accuser in Kelly's ongoing sex crime trial in Brooklyn, who is going by the name of Angela, also accused Kelly of having sex with her when she was 14 or 15. She recalled that a few women used to prank R. Kelly on tour, and when they tried to prank him in the back of his tour bus in the 90s, Angela said she slightly opened the door and saw him and Aaliyah in a sexual situation. Well, I really wish they wouldn't have to keep talking about Aaliyah. Like, okay, we get it. We know the whole Aaliyah story. Like, does every person that testify have to say something about Aaliyah? Does this help the case? I mean, is this helpful in the case when they already know the situation? I'm tired of them saying her name. Like, she not here. Like, I wish people would just not talk about her anymore. It's like, if they don't have nothing else to tell on him, don't tell nothing about Aaliyah. We know already. All right. Like, it's getting on my nerves. What y'all think about that?
Yeah, I agree. I agree, but
yeah.
They probably hoping that one of those jurors is a Aaliyah fan, and that's going to really take it out on him when it comes time to deliberate. That's what I would guess.
Okay. Well, then on that note, I guess I get it, but I'm tired of them doing it. I don't want them to keep bringing her name up. But anyway, that's just my personal opinion. Like Dr. Collier, these are not the opinions of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all, moving on. All 21 songs from Drake's Certified Lover Boy has landed on Billboard's Hot 100. Oh, that's great. According to MRC data, the album debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 with 613,000 equivalent album units, marking the biggest weekly sum for an album in over a year. He becomes the 8th artist with 10 or more number ones in the charts history. That is awesome. Congratulations to Drake. And also congratulations are in order because Broadway's biggest night, the Tony Awards, will be hosted by Audra McDonald and Leslie Odom Jr., and they will host the ceremony and the 2-hour Return to Broadway concert event after the show. The Tony Awards live ceremony is set for Sunday, September 26th at 7 p.m. on Paramount Plus, while the 2-hour celebratory Broadway concert live from Broadway Winter Garden Theater begins immediately thereafter at 9 p.m. on CBS. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note, but coming up next, we got that good old prank phone call from Warwood Jr., and we need them wake-up calls at 866-9-RICKEY. That's 1-866-9-RICKEY. The time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hello?
Barbara.
Uh-huh.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Dr. Sidman Azibo. I call you on the behalf of the Federal Social Security Administration Division. I call you about your Social Security check.
Uh-huh.
Yes, ma'am. I called to let you know that we're going to be reducing your check because the government is having cutbacks right now in the midst of everything that go on with the gas price, and we try to help the gas and the surplus of the nation. So we will cut your check back down to $250 for the next 12 months. And
no, y'all won't?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
No, sir.
Ma'am, do not...
You better tell them folks they better get them a job. Like I work for mine. They better get up and work for theirs.
No, yes, ma'am. How could you say something so insensitive? That is not nice to say about the people because they are trying to get back on their feet. This is about the gas price and help the gas price.
Nobody has to have a car. Let them walk like I do.
Shut up and be a good American, please. And
man, I'm not studying about being no good American, no bad American, because I'm not even an American. I'm just a person living in America. There's no such thing as a good or a bad American.
I bet I'd be a bad American if I come and slap you for hollering at me like that.
No, if you come and slap me, you'll be a dead American because I'm going to you up.
No, ma'am, you will not touch me because I'm a trained...
If you touch me...
I'm a trained Mabuti warrior from the Buya tribe.
I don't give a damn what tribe from you from. I'm from the kick-ass tribe. Put your paws on me, I'm going to try my best to you.
I'm trained in shield and I'm trained in spear.
I don't give a damn about no spear. I'll whoop your on GP. You waste your time. Don't waste my damn time talking about my check.
We will, ma'am. It is going down to $250, and then we will.
If it does, I'm gonna find your and whoop it till it go back up.
Barbara, what you do not understand is that the federal guidelines in regards to the Social Security state that the government, in time of financial economic crisis and big deficit, we can check.
You get through to doing all that talking, the government have to come here and knock on the door and tell me some like that, because what you saying ain't meaning.
If you read your paperwork, if you know how to read, you can read the paperwork. You're not getting your check. You're not.
I ain't worried about that. I ain't worried about that. You don't let it come. I'll whoop your ass to a rope like okra. Come around here and I skin your ass like I skinned that catfish last night.
I'm from G Unit. I'm in the G Unit.
I wouldn't give a damn if you was from the Hoochie Coochie tribe from Mississippi. I don't give a damn about nobody, too.
This is Dr. Sidman Azibo, ma'am. You will respect me.
I don't give a damn about you saying you doctor.
I'm from the Nigeria, the American black.
I don't care where you from.
You respect me. I will come to the Alabama. I will slap you, baby.
Yeah, but I'll slap your ass to sleep, too. You hobo your way up here in Alabama, with me, I pay it back. You just hobo your way up here, I pay it back.
Because of the gas price assistance, I can't.
The gas, you from a tribe, run. You shouldn't want no gas. What you need gas from? You from a tribe. Put them big 15 feet on the cement and get to running.
Why don't you meet me downtown at the radio station?
What radio station?
It's a prank phone call. It's comedian Roy Wood Jr., Barbara. How you doing?
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rickey Smiley in the morning show. Gary has the tea and the color of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Brittany Renner, y'all, she is speaking out, and a lot of women and men are listening to what she had to say. Now, Brittany, y'all, took to her social media to urge people, y'all, to not let their exes block your blessings. Now, Brittany said recently, honey, she recently split from NBA star P.J. Washington. Now, she said it's officially stepdaddy season. She said, don't let your baby mama or your baby daddy block your blessings. She said, I know in theory that it sounds good keeping the same person to have kids with. She said, but that's insanity as well. She also wanted to say, y'all, that so if it doesn't work out with them, it will work out with someone else. She said, it just will. She said, that's how that goes. She said, and trust me, I know it's ghetto. She said, it is so ghetto being a baby mama and thinking about multiple baby daddies is scary. But me and my baby, we gonna be all right. We're moving forward, onward, and upward. That's all. That's what she said. And that's from Brittany. And, Brittany, she recently dated P.J. Washington. He's a basketball player and what have you. And, he's putting all kind of stuff out of poor little Brittany, honey. And Brittany said he was no good and he did her dirty. But she dated, a couple of other celebrity guys. But she said, y'all, she telling the ladies, don't stay with your baby daddy, honey, if he ain't right. She said, it might be ghetto, but go on and get you a new man, honey. One man's trash is another man's treasure. So that's from Brittany Renner, y'all. So y'all write that down. All right, moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, Brad, I'm so... Yeah, you should write that down. There's something to know. It may sound bad and it may seem bad, have different baby mamas and dads, but she said you got to move on because there's somebody that loves you and will cherish you. And I believe what Brittany said. Brad, I am so glad you're back because I saved this story good to ask you about. Have you talked to Queen Latifah lately?
Oh, Lord. No, I haven't, Gary.
Oh, well, honey, Queen Latifah, it's a very sad day for Queen. Now, it's been reported, y'all, that famed dog trainer Cesar Millan, y'all, he's been accused, y'all, of orchestrating a cover-up when his pit bull Jr. allegedly mauled, y'all, one of Queen Latifah's dogs to death. Now, yes, and now, according to Radar Online, they're saying a woman named Ms. Ladia Matisse, said that Millan's pit bull attacked her dog, and the dog trainer tried to cover it up. Now, according to legal documents, Matisse, who is a gymnast, claimed that she was visiting her mom's office in Van Nuys, California. She said her mom worked for Millan and Millan owned the building. And she said she encountered Millan's pit bull just roaming down the hall because he owned the building, because his daddy owned the building. So he just roamed down the hall with unsupervised and unleashed. And they said he ended up allegedly attacking her. And then they say biting her on the leg, honey, and on the cabin. They rushed her to the emergency room or whatever. But she's saying, though, that Queen Latifah, honey, brought two of her dogs to Millan's dog psychology center in Santa Clarita, California. Now, according to the lawsuit, they're saying that the pit bull mauled, y'all, one of her dogs to death, one of the Queen's dogs. And they're saying Millan allegedly tried to cover up the incident.
She is devastated.
Oh, my God.
They're saying that Millan allegedly tried to cover up the incident by instructing his staff to tell Queen Latifah her dog was hit by a car and killed. And now they're saying, honey, it's been, yes, honey, rich dog people and the dog whisperers or whatever it is, and they're killing your dogs and stuff and then lying about it. That says, that's why I was wondering, had you heard from, because I know you have dogs and like dogs as well. So
no, but I'm definitely going to reach out after hearing this. Oh, my God, this is horrible.
It is.
Oh, my God. You try to take him somewhere to get him some help or find out great things about him, and then something like that happen. I hate that. That's why I'll be trying to take my dogs. I don't even let them stay nowhere else no more. I let somebody come to the house and see about them, because last time my dogs went to the place, they came back with a kennel cough, and somebody, they got groomed. They done nipped the dog on the leg. The leg was bleeding. I said, you know what? Nope. I'm going to end up going to school myself to learn how to do this, because I ain't trying to have my dogs go through that. That's
wash
sad.
them in the bathtub.
Yeah, that's sad.
Take your little blow dry and blow their hair, let them go. That's about the best you can do if you want to keep them safe, because they do so many dogs. They're not getting the tender love and care that they deserve. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to rush through it, get to the next one, rush through, get to the next one,
Yeah, so let's keep all parties lifted up in our prayers, y'all. All right, and my quick for free story, y'all. SZA's daddy baby is calling out Doja Cat, honey, for not letting his daughter speak at the VMAs. Now, her father called out Doja Cat for not allowing his daughter to speak when the two won an award for their hit. And they're saying that SZA daddy wrote, honey, on Instagram, that was some unprofessional pettiness at Doja Cat, honey. It was very angry about it.
Gary.
What?
I disagree. It wasn't SZA's song. Doja Cat put SZA on her song, so it was Doja Cat's honor to accept the award. She did let SZA speak at first for a second, but let Doja Cat have that.
Yeah, but they were together though, Brad. If we did
they were together. She didn't even have to call her on the stage though. She didn't have to do none of that. She let her come on the stage with her, and she spoke a little bit. But Doja Cat, that was her honor. Like, give her flowers. That's her song. It was her idea to put SZA on the record. That's not fair. Her daddy shouldn't have done that. I'm sure she's not pleased with what her dad did. Like, if SZA wanted to talk, she could have hopped in and jumped. If she really, really wanted to talk, you could hop in right on the end. Come on now. And Doja Cat would have let her done that because they cool. They friends.
Right.
Yeah, well, we just gonna pray for SZA, honey. I feel bad for she couldn't talk. All right, the Kahlua today, honey, is one of my favorite Kahluas. My Kahlua today is mushroom tea. On the high end, you say mushroom tea, and on the low end, you say blackish gray. That's your Kahlua for today. Pro SZA, honey.
She couldn't talk.
What's wrong there?
She couldn't even talk, Ricky. That's sad, honey. Pro SZA. Honey,
and we need to pray. We need to stop what we're doing right.
And pray she got her outfit together and everything. And, honey, the Doja Cat took all over the everything, honey.
Oh, my God.
I don't like that.
Your new alter ego is Mumble Man.
Oh, my God. Right.
Yeah, we got to pray. Stop what you're doing and pray for SZA. Why Gary? Because she would.
She couldn't even talk, honey. She couldn't say nothing, honey. Because Doja Cat, honey, up there talking, running her damn mouth, honey. That's both of their song, honey.
Because you got words in you, but you got to let the words out.
They said go do sign language because she couldn't talk. So
y'all give it up again with the team. All right, it's on the morning show time for the wake up calls. Get at your boy 866-9 Ricky. Let's go.
Wake up, let's wake up. Wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Come on, 'cause he woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so it would be better. Wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Wanna know where you calling from? So come on and tell us and just wake up.
It's Rose from Richmond, Virginia, and I want to wake up my son and my daughter, Sadie and OJ. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Harvey from Cincinnati, and I want to tell my beautiful wife, Deborah, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hi, my name is Riel. I'm from Ocala, Florida. I want to say, wake up to my family. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Ernestine Valladay calling from Toledo, Ohio, calling to wake my family up and my main man, Albert Stewart. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Good morning. I want to wake up the Sims family in Baltimore, Maryland. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Vince Ritney from Petersburg, Virginia, shouting out to the morning crew. Hey, Ricky, I want to come to the Stardome to sing with you, man. Wake up, wake up.
Hey.
Seattle, wake up. Detroit, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. St. Louis, wake up. New Orleans, wake up. And Memphis, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, appreciate it, Brent.
You welcome, Ricky.
This Bernice Jenkins, a guest member of mine, Sister Eunice H. Watkins, she's a member of our church. She got this song that God put on her heart. Go ahead, sing it, let him use you.
This is for the old folks toting canes and with the back, fighting in the nursing home. Yeah, we don't know how to act. Glen Haven, Estes, Parkland, a nursing home. They got me 'cause I left home choking on that homegrown. We got them nurses looking too old but still be juking, thinking that it's easy, but I feel a cramp that make me say, oh, baby, I can't handle it, 'cause you know I done got old. Round here we walking slow. Keep a cramp that you should know. Getting crunk up in the nursing home. Always falling on the floor. Can you handle it? Come and get me up. Getting crunk up in the nursing home. Dolly style, getting wild, old fool, mess around and hurt my hip. Try moves, we ain't got over flick. Call up the nurse, tell her pop a bottle, cause I need to hit. Wanna feel good, that's what you should get. Lula May on the track, get back, cause I got a cane that's made of steel. Get drunk, wanna fight and cuss until I have to take a pill. And I got the meanest, cleanest chair that's spinning on stainless wheels. Don't care about your ailment, cause I cap your ass with the stainless steel. What's happening here? Come and get me out this scene. It's happening, bones crackling head. Won't you come and rub my head? Up in here we falling, y'all. Always just falling, y'all. Keep coming up with surprises because this song is cold. Round here we walking slow. Keep a crib that you should know. Getting crunk up in the nursing home. Always falling on the floor. Can you handle it? Come and get me up. Getting crunk up in the nursing home.
Excuse me. Get up, Eunice. Get up. Get up off the floor. Real saints, get down on the floor. Real saints, get down. Real saints, get down on the floor. Yes. We getting old, getting ready to go to the upper room. We want to thank Eunice. You did a wonderful job for coming out to the old Lord Hold My Mule Missionary while I shout Evangelistic Episcopal Baptist Church of God in Christ. What church you coming from?
The New Home Church of God in Christ, 7-day Adventist, 6-day off. And that's all.
That's all we know. Peace and hair grease, baby. We out of here. Thank our sponsor, Tootsie Cream Deodorant, the kind you spread on your arm like mayonnaise.
What up, Black Tony?
Hey, hello. I'm trying to go through.
You not coming to you coming to work?
I'm going through this security line right now. Hello.
To get to work?
Hello. Let me tell you, folks. Yo, all right, Shad, I'm finna go on a flight. Shad, I'm finna travel.
You not coming to work?
No, I'm going to Akron, Ohio. Shad, I'm finna go to Ohio. Then I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna go to Cleveland. Then I'm gonna come back. Then I'm gonna go to Pittsburgh. Then I'm gonna go to Charlotte. Then I'm gonna be back in that long. I'm flying around today, Shawty. We got some Spirit Airline uniform. Me and Pancake.
Y'all stole some Spirit.
Go somewhere. Huh?
So what? Y'all stole some Spirit Airline flight attendant uniform or pilot?
Yeah, we've been flying around since yesterday, Shawty. We went to what that place is in Chicago. We went up there.
Midway.
We went to Midway. We went to Louisville in Kentucky. We went to Nashville. We went to Memphis. We went everywhere.
What you do on the plane, Black Tony?
We just fake like we just give people drinks and stuff. Walk up and down the little thing.
So y'all acting like y'all flight attendant. You and Pancake.
Yeah. Now you got this shirt. Y'all, you got some black pants out. I can get you a uniform too. I got one on your side.
Nah, bro, I'm straight.
Long as you got shot at, right till you want to fly around tomorrow with us?
Yeah, come get me, dog.
Yeah, we're going out to the West Coast. We're going to Seattle. We're going to L.A. We're going to San Francisco.
So you really just enjoy flying around. So what about your job, though? They're not paying you to do that.
I told them folks I was on vacation for the rest of the week. They told me it's cool, so I'm flying around. You want to come with me, boy? You let me know, side. I got one on your side.
No, dog, I'm straight. I'm straight. So
can you imagine Black Tony coming down that aisle?
So, hey, what do you say when you come down the aisle, Black Tony? What do you say to him?
I say, you want some drink? You want some nuts? I got nuts. They say, you ain't supposed to give out no nuts no more because people are allergic to nuts. But I say, I got some in it.
What's up? Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I want to hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rickey Smiley, the morning show. Hey, the segment's being brought to you by My Computer Career. That's right. If you don't absolutely love what you do, make sure you go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today and become an information technology professional in as little as 4 months. That's mycomputercareer.edu. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning to you on this Tuesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news. Ricky, one of the artists that you love, honey, you love the song when we play it here on the show, Have Mercy by Chloe, from the group Chloe X Halle. Yeah. Well, Ricky, a lot of people saying, honey, that Chloe may have to file a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against Beyonce. Now, it's being reported,
Lord.
They said Chloe, honey. Yeah, honey, they say Chloe made her solo appearance, baby, singing that beautiful song, Have Mercy, the other night on the MTV VMA Awards, and they're calling it, Ricky, an embarrassing moment. They're saying, y'all, that she had an embarrassing feminine hygiene moment, y'all. I don't know if y'all heard about it. Well, honey, it's being reported, y'all, that the former Disney actress, honey, they're saying that she took the stage, y'all, honey, with star power, and she was largely overshadowed with the night's other performances. Now, they're saying she was introduced by her beautiful sister, Halle, and they said she sang the song Have Mercy with an amazing vocal prelude that showed off her extensive vocal range, honey. But they say, but then it all started off fine. But they're saying, y'all, halfway through the set, something went wrong, honey. They said Chloe was scantily clad, honey, in her pink thong leotard. She bent over in what was supposed to be a sexy dance move and accidentally exposed her feminine hygiene product.
No way. No.
I mean, people were saying that was a tag of some sort.
There wasn't no tag, Special K. Yes, they saying Beyonce. No, Beyonce trained these girls, honey. She should have told them they should seal up or do something, honey. You can't be going out on stage or do something, huh? You can't be going out on stage, honey, like that and bending over and people seeing that. Oh,
Maybe
it was
she
so.
She tag on that because she was going to take it back. I don't know.
I don't know, but they're saying, honey, I know she immediately called Beyonce after that performance, honey, because, honey, Beyonce, honey, wear a leotard, and when she bends over, we don't see all these things.
So where the lawsuit come in?
It could have been lining, Gary. It looks like it could have been the lining.
It could have been something. Well, honey, it's sad that we shouldn't have seen nothing. So we saw the lining, we saw the tag, we saw everything, and it was not supposed to be seen, honey. Beyonce.
So how much should she be
that.
suing Beyonce for?
She should sue her for multi-millions of dollars here because that is public humiliation. And honey, from what reports from what I read, Beyonce only gave him $1 million here for 6 albums. That was highway robbery. How you could do that to them young girls?
Talking about?
No, Gary, that's a blessing. Came from Beyonce because they get to be super duper famous, by getting co-signed by her, and they get booked for major events where they get paid a lot of money.
Really? Well, for 6 albums, Brett, $1 million? Hell, Beyonce brush her teeth with that.
If you don't have that, it's a wonderful amount of money, okay? It's a huge help. $1 million is a lot of money when you don't have it at all.
I guess it. Well, honey, now she's going to get more.
That ain't a lot to you, Gary? If somebody gave you $1 million to sign a contract and told you to make a couple albums, you wouldn't sign?
6 albums, not a couple. 6.
Oh, okay, but would you take the million
make money
for 6 albums?
Off the 6 albums?
Yes.
The million is just up front, right?
Yes.
It ain't just like $1 million for the 6 albums. They're going to make money off the albums.
Oh, really? Well, they should have put it like that. Then, well, Beyonce, them going to get half of it too, though. So, honey, Blue Ivy, honey, got more money than that from waking up in the morning. But anyway, congratulations to Chloe and Halle, y'all.
All right. Versus all or nothing.
Moving on, child. Another celebrity news, y'all. Tyrese, honey, he's back, y'all. He posted his message to social media calling out artists for acting up at events, honey, and at award events. He said, everything has become one gigantic antic. He said, award shows, social media, and life feels like one gigantic antic. He said, I miss the days when popularity was actually based on talent. He said, hit records and hit movies. He said, so I would sit back like most and continue to watch them his shows. He said, and I guess it's all entertainment, right? To say, that he didn't say that he was speaking about Machine Gun Kelly and all them and they fighting whatever and stuff like that. He said, all that beat that he had with The Rock. He said, but folks call me a hater. He said, and attack me for speaking out. He said, breaking up the family clearly doesn't have the value that one would assume it does. He said, you know what, maybe, just maybe, he said, and he went on and on to the break of dawn. And that is true, y'all. These award shows are no longer the same, honey. People go out for their talent and look beautiful and glamorous. They go out there with all these crazy outfits, honey, and looking for airtime or what have you and stuff like that. And it's just definitely not the same anymore. So I kind of understand what he's saying.
Definitely lost his class. That's
yes,
for sure. That's why I don't attend any.
Yes.
Good.
So, honey, I mean, go ahead.
No, I just want things. It would be nice to see things get back. It's just like the prom, just like even high school proms. People start pushing the envelope, and you don't have to be stuck in tradition, But just I personally like, when people keep things classy. Classy things don't some classy things don't need to be.
Everything is over the top now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's just pray that it come back to the way it used to be, honey, where we all just dress nice and look nice, honey, and just feel pretty, honey. But Tyrese said
Then
it
you get
best.
on red carpet, you take a picture with somebody, next thing you know, you in the blogs, now y'all a couple, and all of that messed up, and which opens you up to critics and comments and stuff like that. And it's like, that's why a lot of people don't go to stuff. You just don't go to stuff because people are so thirsty for content. They will put any lie in a blog or, and you take a picture with somebody, then you with that person the next day. And regardless of what it might do for your profile, it's not true.
Right.
I had to tell a publicist that I don't need to be verified or validated by no chick on the red carpet. What you mean that's a good look? It's a lie. It's not a good look if it's a lie. So just your crazy mindset. I don't need it. I just hate. It ain't fun no more. It was cool maybe like 15 years ago, but it's totally different now.
It is.
I'd rather just buy a ticket and sit in the damn audience or go backstage and watch or whatever. I don't want to be a part of that mess.
Right.
All right. The color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today is mushroom tea. On the high end, you say mushroom tea, and on the low end, say black is great. That's your color for today. All right.
Chicken. Y'all give it up for Gary with the tea. All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. About that time, Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know. Hey, what up, Jeff?
Good morning, brother. How are you, sir?
Man, blessed this morning, man. Happy to have you, bro.
Man, glad to be on, brother. Now, listen, many of you all know that there is a recall in the state of California for Governor Gavin Newsom. And what's crazy to me, Rick, is that I don't know if there were a lot of people really, really, really paying attention to this to the degree that they may have needed to until your boy Larry Elder entered the race.
Right.
And just made it a show. And like, what I'm curious about, Rick, is like, you and I both know that there have been black folks that have been Republicans for a very long time. And there are huge communities of black conservatives. And I don't mean that they're Trump supporters. I just mean that they're black conservatives in the traditional sense of what a conservative is. Right. But it's like the GOP picks the black people to run that are like the greatest caricatures of the worst part of being conservative. Right. And so you got Larry Elder in California, and then you got your boy who's entering the race in Georgia against Senator Warnock. And listen, I actually think Herschel is a nice guy, but I think that he personifies confusion as it relates to what being is and how he communicates it. And it baffles me that the GOP continues to get these black folks that are so much of a caricature of what conservatism is, because there are literally legitimate, reasonable black conservatives. And it doesn't mean I agree with them. It just means that, damn, man, come on. Can we listen, I'm not a Republican. I don't plan on being a Republican. In most cases, I don't normally support Republican candidates, but I'm just like, bruh, because I love black people. Can y'all do better in choosing conservatives that are black as opposed to picking the people that you do? Because listen, this race in Georgia is going to be nuts with Herschel Walker in there, because you and I both know that brother will say anything.
Right. I'm kind of shocked by it or whatever, because he's definitely a nice guy or whatever.
He is a nice guy.
We talk and text sometimes.
I think he's generally a good person. Well, that for sure.
He's being used
without question. I don't think he's being used though. I think he believes everything he says. Like I don't view him as somebody that doesn't have integrity. I view him as somebody that's confused. And those are different. Yeah. And so he believes that, bruh. Like, so he is a true believer. So it'll be interesting to watch. I mean, for folks that are connected to people in California, make sure you tell people to get involved, because you can't sit this stuff out. And to that end, all of my people in my hometown of Cleveland, Ohio, there is a primary today for mayor. Mayor Frank Jackson's been one of the longest serving mayors in the country. And there is our slew of candidates. I'm not going to get into that because y'all got mad at me last time I talked about Cleveland politics. But it's a primary today so make sure that y'all get out and get engaged in this race. And last but not least, I just wanted to know y'all opinion, man. Should that fight the other night have happened?
What fight?
At all?
Holyfield?
Yes.
Probably not, but
no.
I understand why it did, because everybody's trying to do, get a little extra check and do this little celebrity boxing type stuff.
They're gonna end up in a nursing home with a head injury.
Well, and that's my thing. What I'm wondering is how does the boxing commission clear this stuff? Because listen, I mean, Evander Holyfield has always been one of the best conditioned fighters ever. But brother, like with all these conversations about concussions and the reality of CTE, how do you justify from a health perspective allowing somebody? I get the check, I get the money, but at some point there's got to be some legal issues involved in who then is held accountable when somebody. I mean, listen, I know they all signed.
Gonna end up in a wheelchair like that dude on Shawshank Redemption when them sisters got a hold to him and they put him in that little home on Shawshank Redemption because he kept messing with Andy Dufresne and they beat him up so bad. And, y'all saw when they took him out and put him in that wheelchair, sent him to a mental health. That's what's gonna happen if they keep on.
Rick, how did that become the analogy? Like, you just went all the way left on that one, bro.
No, but did you see how that dude was messed up in the wheelchair on Shawshank Redemption when they bought him out of there, when them guards beat his ass for messing with Andy Dufresne? Because Andy Dufresne couldn't do the man taxes.
We just trying to figure out how you connected them.
I connected. I'm talking about the wheelchair and how Holyfield or one of them older boxers gonna be looking like when they put them in the back of that van, strapped up in that wheelchair. Just go back and look at Shawshank Redemption when they put him in the back of that old ass ambulance in that wooden wheelchair and bagged him in there. It wasn't pretty at all.
I get it, because you know what that reminds me of. Because you remind me of Morgan Freeman right now, going to look under that tree, digging up something so he can get to the beach. It's time for him to die.
I just want to see my friend Andy. It's the sea as blue as I saw it in my dream. Morgan Freeman got on that damn trailway bus and went through that field, found that damn money, and walked on Andy Dufresne. And I'm sorry, how white people. Andy Dufresne already got a boat out there fixing it. I'm like, damn.
And the moral of the story is moral of the story, everybody need a good white friend. Y'all hit me at Jeff Mason on all social media. y'all have a good Tuesday.
All right, y'all give it up for Jeff Johnson, man. Rickey Smiley in the Morning Show.
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, check it out. A 46-year-old woman named Maria Verbisky, yep, that's right, was supposed to be on a flight from Fort Lauderdale to Chicago on Monday with her husband and son. All right. So, but the three of them didn't get to their gate on time and missed boarding their flight. So she flipped out. Then claimed that there was a bomb in her checked luggage. Apparently, she thought that would stall the plane so they could still catch the flight. Well, they had to evacuate all the passengers on the tarmac and search the plane for explosive. Wow. And of course, she was promptly arrested for falsely reporting a bomb. And has to get a mental health evaluation. Now, her family says that she was worried about her son would miss school the next day, so that's why she did it. Now, all of the things you lie about a bomb at the airport is not one that you need to be playing with after, especially the 20th anniversary after September the 11th. We don't need none of that. And a pandemic, but I'm sure we've all been caught lying before. What's the worst lie you ever got caught telling?
Wow.
Wow. Special K, we can start with you.
Well, I feel honored and disrespected at the same time. Most of my best ones, I would say my top 10 were all within the realm of let's just say domestic range. So I'm gonna leave those out because the statute of limitations ain't up.
Oh Lord!
Outside of that, only people I lied to is within domestic and the police.
Yeah,
but I'm pretty good at it, so I really don't get caught because I think it through very, very carefully. I cover all the bases.
No, Special K. You lie every day to this audience about being funny.
Okay, I guess I'm going to clock out there.
Yeah, you should. Go ahead. We'll see you tomorrow.
My Lord.
Brad, what you got caught with?
Oh, man, I remember when I was little and my grandmother, when she would cook me breakfast for school and I didn't want it, I would sneak and throw it behind the stove when she would leave out the room. Baby, when that finished, she said, "You ate all your food, baby?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." Baby, one day I came home. She told me, "Go in there and take your clothes off. I'm about to tear you up," because she found a pile of food behind the stove. I guess it had started smelling. Yeah, man. I thought that was like going to keep it hidden.
You haven't been doing it for a while?
Yeah, I had did it for a week or two. And they ain't know where the smell was coming from, and then they found it.
What was it that she cooked you didn't like? You know, for my grandma, it was like the butter beans and the figs.
No, this was like breakfast stuff before school. I wanted some cereal. You know, you didn't appreciate bacon and eggs and hash browns and all the good stuff they cooked you. I would throw it behind the stove, thinking I was getting away with throwing it in the trash.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
she
man.
showed you.
Oh, Lord, yes, she did.
You.
I had them webs on my butt and everything. You know how you got them webs.
and then school be out. You got one more cry in you. The last cry get out. So what about you, Eva?
Well, my worst lie was like Brett, also my worst whooping. My mom bought me this gift. I was 10 years old for Christmas. I wanted this thing called a secret sender. And I begged her for it. And it was super expensive, and we didn't have any money. So the fact that she bought it for me was a big deal. Well, she bought it for me, got it on Christmas. By New Year's, we were having a big New Year's party at the house. Now, I had already lost it, like within a week. But I didn't say anything. And had a big New Year's party at the house. My mom said, bring your little secret sender out here so I can show your auntie. And I went in my room under my bed, knowing good and well it wasn't in there, just looking. And she came and pulled my legs out and beat my tail because she knew I was lying.
Right. Gary. Turned into a dude, didn't
Yes.
I mean, I lied, but I never did that before, and I did, so I'm just leaving it like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
We don't need no details on that.
What about you, Rock?
Thank you.
When I shot the doggone glass sliding door out the patio with my brother's BB gun.
Damn.
Not the Red Ryder rifle.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. That was it. Okay.
Yeah.
Dry out.
What did you tell him happened?
Man, I said it wasn't me.
You told him it was a drive-by?
I kept denying that bad boy. I was the only one in the house. Somebody it wasn't me.
No, I had one out the right. I had got called cheating. Right. My first apartment. And I was kissing the girl on the stomach, and girl walked in there. She was like, "What y'all doing?" I was like, Lisa was telling me was trying to do a reenactment of her son being born.
What?
So I started crying like a baby. And she said, "Well, where the other chick come from?" I said, "She was a doctor." And she started saying, "Push."
You wrong for that.
All right, let's go.
Oh my God.
Let's go to the phone. Get at me, 866-9-RICKY. But they did wrap me up in a blanket. I stayed like that for about an hour, whatever, and got breastfed. 866-9-RICKY. 866-9-RICKEY. Let's go to the phones. Good morning.
The worst I got caught telling was I was talking to a girl, and I told her that I had got locked up because I ended up going back with my girlfriend, and she caught me in the supermarket.
Well, one time I was smoking pot, and my wife caught me, and she said, "What is that?" I said, "I don't know what it is." She said, "Well, who was smoking?" I said, "My son."
Worst lie I got caught telling my mother that I didn't have anybody in the basement. When I did, they was trying to get out, but I couldn't let them out because she was in the kitchen and led to the basement. So I had to keep lying and lying, tell another lie, and it didn't work. I ended up getting in trouble anyway. And tell Brad I love her, Judy.
Well, listen, I went out of town one time and didn't tell her how I got there and got caught on one picture out of the 7 days I was there out of town. One picture. When I got home, she had that picture printed about 3,000 times, posted all over the house. It was the worst thing ever. And all I can say is, well, it's a bag now, ain't it?
Oh, that's pretty tough. That's pretty damn tough right there. Yeah, that's pretty tough right there, player.
It's a long weekend when you get
back. What made Pauline so special, Mr. Thomas?
It's just the way she used to peel those oranges from Wabasha. She used to peel those oranges for me. The next thing you know, I saw her on the porch with Maestro Power. Lord have mercy.
So we got to work on y'all friendship because Maestro was your friend, Mr. Thomas.
He is my cut buddy. We still go to the American Legion. We still go to the VFW. We still go to the Elks. And every time we go to the Elks, Pauline standing over there by the jukebox.
Mr. Thomas, Pauline must have had that fire.
She had that fire. She had that F-Y-E. She had that F-I-E. She had that, Lord, Pauline.
Oh, wow.
I'll tell you something. She used to take her dentures out after we had a nice little orange meal and take her dentures out.
Don't tell us. Don't say it.
And she would eat a church peppermint, and then she would put in one of those hall cough drops. And Lord. You better believe when she go to taking out the church peppermint, when she go to take that church peppermint out her pocketbook. See, these other young girls got purses, but you get you a grown woman with a pocketbook. Lord, have mercy. You
better tell her.
I had a dizzy man. She put a
gummy good time.
Wait a minute.
It's a gummy good time.
A peppermint and a hose.
A peppermint and a hose cough drop. Throat lozenge. Boy, I'm telling you. You know when it's Communion Sunday, when it's first Sunday, and she got on those white church shoes, and she got on those stockings with runs in them. Lord have mercy.
Man. All right, Mr. Thomas, we ain't even got to play this song. Have a night day. Y'all give it up. Mr. Thomas.
News headlines.
Entertainment. Sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 26 minutes after the hour, y'all. The front page news is being brought to you by America's Best. Now, don't overpay for eyewear. Make sure you visit America's Best and get 2 pairs and a free exam for just $69.95. It's not just a better deal, it's America's Best. Eva, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday. I'm your girl, Eva Marcel, here with a quick look at your front page news. Hurricane Nicholas made landfall as a Category 1 hurricane along the Texas coast this morning. Our thoughts in our radio family, Magic 102.1 in Houston. Now, Nicholas is now a tropical storm, dumping heavy rains as it moves inland across Texas, southern Louisiana, and Mississippi. Meanwhile, new data from the American Academy of Pediatrics shows that COVID-19 cases amongst U.S. children has risen almost 240% since July. Kids now account for almost 30% of all cases reported nationwide. Meanwhile, today is the recall election for California Governor Gavin Newsom. Polls suggest that Newsom will win. However, Republicans are working hard to flip the state. Newsom's biggest challenger is a Republican. He's black, and he's conservative radio host named Larry Elder. Last but not least, for you iPhone users, the new iPhone 13 launches today. But in bigger news, Apple just released an emergency software update yesterday after security researchers discovered a critical problem with the iMessage feature, which is allowing hackers to control your device.
How do you download it, though?
So if you have not downloaded the update, go to your software update in your iPhone now and update your phone to the most recent
Talking
software.
about the settings?
In your settings, go to
and
settings.
And then it said Apple ID, continue. Okay, continue. Okay, Apple ID password. That's why I get stuck right there.
Right there, that password.
I don't know it.
Got him.
Don't worry, Ricky. Get your password together. That was
a
a quick look at your front page news. For more, go ahead and log on to the Rickey Smiley MorningShow.com. Rock T, the sports genius. What's going down in sports?
Well, it went down last night, Monday Night Football. Them Las Vegas Raiders beat Raven Nation. Overtime victory. Great way to break in their new stadium out there in the desert of Las Vegas. Shout out to Lamar Jackson, man. He had a solid game as always, but that fumble cost him at the end in overtime, man. Let me talk about some of these raggedy fans that's out here nowadays, man. I mean, we get excited about what happens on the fields and in the courts when we're watching our sports and sporting events and everything, but these fans are getting out of hand, man. Let's start with the Rams and the Chicago Bears. They fighting in the stands. Then the game was over. They ended up fighting on the way out of the stadium. Washington football team, they actually fighting each other. The fans are fighting each other with the Washington football team, man. But some fans are just, I got to put into the category of just straight garbage, man. San Francisco 49er running back.
They've been in the house too long. They're glad to be out. They don't know what to do. They're excited. They hurt. They got emotions all over the place.
Well, let me tell you this story real fast. Let me tell you I want to get your thoughts on this one. San Francisco 49er running back Raheem Mostert. Now, he got injured. He injured his knee versus the Detroit Lions over the weekend. He's going to be out 8 weeks, okay? Mm-hmm. His wife jumped on social media to express her anger toward 49ers fans who pretty much posted terrible comments, including death threats. All right? Making fun of his injury history, telling the 49ers to cut him from the team. We don't want him no more. This man sacrifices his body and mental health every single day.
That's what they do when you can't do the best you can. You're doing the best you can, but when you can't give them what they want, then you're not good enough for them. And they're not loyal at all.
None of them can get out there and do it.
None of them.
None
of them. They just dirty, and a lot of them. I've seen and read a lot of racist comments towards black players in the NFL and the NBA and in baseball, especially soccer. Even the way they talk to the young ladies that stepped out for tennis on the tennis match because of her mental health, and they just nasty. Shut up and run. Shut up and sing. Shut up and dance. Win a trophy for us. Right. Other than that, I don't like you.
Perform for our entertainment.
Yeah.
Regardless of what it costs you.
If you ever get pulled over by the police, make sure you have your Alabama or Auburn helmet on, or a Clemson helmet, or a Michigan helmet on. Make them think you're on the football team. Then they won't kill you. Yeah. I said what I said. Go to hell if you don't like it.
Garbage. There it is, man. All right, Brad. You got it. Hot spot. Let's go.
Hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. That. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and this hot. You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
I can't tell you how many times I done sat in the stands and heard fans hurl out real disrespectful, racist comments from stands. From the stands out there to players, and they don't even have no idea that the family members sitting right there. So, they garbage. All right, what up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? You are.
What up, Brett?
Garbage. I get mad about stuff like that. They can't throw a ball, kick a ball up there. Bad ankles, high blood pressure, diabetes, and everything else. And then they can sit up there and criticize somebody else about their lack of physical movement. And they barely was able to make it to their seats in the stand. Ankle red, big piece of. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Brad.
Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat. And on a lighter note, this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. All right, now, Nicki Minaj, y'all, she was trending on social media yesterday after tweeting about the COVID-19 vaccine. Now, it all started after it was announced that Nicki would not be attending last night's Met Gala, and a fan tweeted that Nicki's shut up, Rodney.
Oh, big piece of.
I would love for all them fans that hurl out racist stuff to just get on the kickoff. Just return. I let all of them return the kickoff.
No pads.
Yeah, let them have pads on. They can have the pads on. Return where you send all them thumb thugs. Return one kickoff. Just one.
Let's go, dog. Let's go.
Come on, Brett.
Okay, a Nikki fan tweeted, Nikki tweeted, I have an infant with no nannies during COVID. Who mad? Not risking his health to be seen. Also, Nikki revealed that she tested positive for COVID while rehearsing for the VMAs. She said, I was prepping for the VMAs, then I shot a video, and guess who got COVID? Do you know what it's like to not be able to kiss or hold your tiny baby for over a week? A baby who is only used to his mama? Get vaccinated, because Drake just told me he got COVID with the vaccine, though. So, child. So, later she tweeted, they want you to get vaccinated for the Met, but if I get vaccinated, it won't be for the Met. It'll be once I've done enough research. I'm working on that now. Now, Joy Reid responded to Nikki's tweets on the evening of her show, the Readout, saying, for you to use your platform to encourage our community to not protect themselves and save their lives. As a fan, I am so sad that you did that. Nikki responded, this is what happens when you're so thirsty to down another black woman that you didn't bother to read all my tweets. My good sister, do better. Imagine getting your dumb ass on TV a minute after a tweet to spread a false narrative about a black woman. So what y'all think about that? I mean, she didn't.
Gotta be a black woman? Why you just can't disagree?
I think that was a little disrespectful on Nikki's part.
Really?
Yeah, because she tweeted something out. The part of the story was left out. She tweeted something out that was kind of like rumor mongering and kind of like spreading this conspiracy theory, and that's what Joy Reid was responding
About her
to.
cousin.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what Joy was responding to, saying it was irresponsible because she had so many followers that it was irresponsible to tweet that out.
Okay, because the only part I saw in my story was that it'll be done once you've done enough research, then she'll get vaccinated.
Well,
she's working
she was
on it
saying
now.
that because she put a tweet out about what's happening back in Trinidad and the people that are in her family that have caught COVID or passed away or had bad reactions. So that's what she put online and said that she's going to do more research. She did say that part, but Joy Reid went in.
There was more to it.
Yes.
So Eva, just give us your thoughts. I'm gonna just sit on back. What's your thoughts, girl?
I mean, when it comes to
It's Talk It Out Tuesday with licensed professional counselor Unetta Spring.
All right, it's Talking Out Tuesday on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Y'all help me welcome our therapy expert, licensed professional counselor, Unetta Spring. So happy to have you this morning. Happy to have you. And last week you started out with a much needed topic for the month, which is how important self-care is and how to find balance.
Yeah, absolutely. How y'all doing this morning?
Man,
I'm happy to be
here.
Good.
Happy to have you.
Good. Yeah. So our focus this month is still self-care in September, and last week we talked about balance and, some of the reasons why people struggle with self-care. And one of the top things that I keep hearing about is I don't have time, right? So I wanted to tap into that because, we can't make more hours in the day. 24 is all we have, but we can look at how we can, utilize our time more efficiently. So a small way that I use and, that I kind of help people to help them understand how to integrate self-care is by what we call habit stacking. Have you ever heard of habit stacking?
Never.
No? Okay. Cool. Yeah. So habit stacking is basically, it increases the likelihood that you'll stick to a new habit by stacking a new behavior on top of an old behavior, right? Or putting it underneath the old behavior, right? So, and it just helps you to remember to do it. So I'll give an example. One way I have it stack is, on Tuesdays after, we have the morning show, I exercise, right? So before I get on, I make sure I have my workout clothes on and everything, my shoes, everything. Everything I need to go ahead and do that next thing that I want to do. So then as soon as we get off the line, I go ahead and work out. So that sometimes having that space in between, will make you talk yourself out of whatever it is that you're wanting to do to improve your self-care.
Right.
So habit stacking just gives you everything you need to go ahead and get it done. So a couple things to kind of share with you guys of how you can habit stack, what you need to do. So first you want to identify a new self-care practice that you want to implement. So identify what is it that you want to start doing, right? Then you think about something you do every day already. a habit that you already have. Then you think about, where can I implement this new habit? So how am I going to stack this? Where is it going to fit? Where is it going to make sense? And then you find the right trigger point. So a trigger point is something that lets you know it's time to do this new habit. So for me, the trigger point is, as soon as I get off the radio, the next trigger point is go ahead and do the workout, right? So, and then you just integrate it before or after, the habit. So it makes it a lot easier, because it's a lot easier to start a new habit when you add it to something that you already do every day. And self-care practice a lot easier. So if you need some extra support, you can, some people speak affirmations while they're brushing their teeth, read off affirmations to themselves. Hopefully you don't brush your teeth every day, so when you're brushing your teeth, this is what you do, right? Some people, when they, during their commute, you can listen to the radio, or you can listen to a podcast. I have a new podcast out, y'all. It's called Deeper Than the Diet, and it's on everywhere you can, listen to podcasts. You can find it. That's something you can do to integrate into your self-care practice. So just wanted to offer that habit stacking, because I think self-care can be really difficult. People are on time crunches, and this is an easy way to integrate it into what you're already doing.
There it is. Hey, man, we are so happy to have you, and we want everybody to know that we just want to encourage everybody, whatever it is that you're dealing with, make sure you go to therapy and go and talk to somebody. Yes. And it is Talk It Out Tuesday. It is not meant to be a replacement for actually going to therapy, but it's a start, and you can always get information on Yanetta's website, springforthcounseling.org. So Yanetta, one big round of applause for the one and only Yanetta Spring. Hey, appreciate that. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.